Hello, my Duelist friends. It's Casual Duelist, and I'm back here with another Digimon video. I just wanted an excuse to go ahead and open one of these boxes. I was at the locals. I picked up some stuff for Yu-Gi-Oh the other day, and this caught my attention. I hadn't seen anything but the structure decks, and I now have two of the yellow, one of the blue, one of the red. And I decided, you know what, I'll buy one of these. It says that we've got like 187 cards in this set. Each pack is 12 cards with 24 packs in a box. So just real quick math, there's about 250 cards that should be in here. So box promotion. Each box contains an alternative art card and a special box promotion pack. Now, I'm not sure if that's just when you buy sealed boxes or if that's something else that's supposed to happen. We got like a breakdown of the sets and everything here. I don't know. So, again, I'm not sure how much content. Again, this is a Yu-Gi-Oh channel. I'm not sure how much content I will end up dedicating to this. I am hoping one of my favorite cards is going to be available at some point because one of my favorite Digimon is thos Vidramon, and I would love to have that. I always loved Piedmon. I'm not so big about Diaboromon, Machine Dramon, Devimon. I can't remember if that's Rise Greymon or who. There's Gallantmon and Omnimon, and I actually play a deck that uses these two. War Greymon, Metal Garurumon, and thos Vidramon in the second of the 4 games that they have put out. So let's just see what we got here. Okay, so we got this Sora Takanuchi. It's got a cool little foil on it, as well as being in a sealed pack. Here's our box promotion pack. 2 cards per. And it looks like Vidramon might be in there, which is kind of cool. So if I could figure out how to get this thing open. So we got the Garurumon and the Weregarurumon. And again, I'm super excited for this character too. He was actually my favorite of the Digidestined Digimon starting out when I was a kid. And now we should have another 24 boosters to go. So in no particular order, let's kind of throw the box over there. Let's take a look at these packs. Looks like we've actually got different arts. And it looks like it's the same 4 arts repetitively. So that makes the boosters look pretty cool. So this one's got, looks like Magna Angemon, the Greymon character, and the Gallantmon. We've also got the Diaboromon as a singular pack. We've got War Greymon, Metal Garurumon, and Omnimon here, and he's mid-attack, which looks awesome. And then we got 2 Dark Masters with Devimon. So I forget which Yu-Gi-Oh set it was that did this. We finally had a set where it was nothing but alternate arts for everything. And it was pretty cool. So cool to see card games that do that. I don't know if that factors into some people's superstition and luck. And I really did forget just how tough these boosters are. And I do not have a pocket knife on me today, so. Okay, we got Kapurimon, Vilemon, V-Nova Blast, Dolphimon, Volcanic Dramon. The attack, or the, I guess these are called option cards. We got Night Raid, Sukemon, which is like a palette swap Patamon, Kirinmon, Loader Leomon, Maotismon. We got Upamon and Metal Tyrannomon as our rares. And it looks like we're always going to get like a check sheet. So we're going to keep the rares separate. We're going to keep the check sheets off to the side. And I'm going to try to do this without being too big of a fanboy every step of the way. But no promises, because again, this is one of my favorite things. So we got Andromon, Monodramon, Agumon Expert, Great Tornado, Impmon, Liamon, Armadillomon, Garurumon, the River of Power option. We got a Magnadramon, which is actually an uncommon. Agumon, and we got Omnimon. Now, I'm sure this Omnimon is what they would consider to be the, probably like a super rare or something. I'll have to take a look at this here in a minute. My Yu-Gi-Oh fans know what's up. I have been requested to keep sleeves, so anytime I think anything is more valuable, we are going to start sleeving it. And Omnimon just looking fantastic. I love this battle pose, and I can't wait to play this. So, okay, we're going to keep the regular rares there, and we'll just do that. So Omnimon's like front and center. So now I can play him in 2 versions of the Digimon card game, which is absolutely insane to me. And for those of you who don't know, yeah, this is the 4th iteration. Here's another Sukemon, Hornbuster, Goblimon, Kudamon, Wizardmon, Boring Storm, Repamon, Kyarumon, Cherrymon, Groundramon. Looks like we got Izzy Azumi and Matashita. So a couple tamers. And for those of you who didn't know, the first one was the Digital Battle card game. And actually, I have one of those fairly close to me right now. And the starter decks used to look a lot like this. And again, there's no cards in here. This is just the manuals and stuff. The cards are all sleeved and elsewhere. But very fun version of the game. And it was maybe just a very confusing version of rock, paper, scissors back then. Because everything was like red, green, yellow, and it was basically virus vaccine and data. And it was cool. Here's Vilemon, V-Nova, Gabumon, Metal Tyrannomon, Digitamamon, Hornbuster, Dolphmon, Mega Kabuteri, Gatsu, Wood, Symphony 1, Polyphony, and Terror's Cluster. So I'm not exactly sure who that is. But the attacks, they're all named after the attacks from the Digimon themselves, which is, again, pretty darn cool if you ask me. The second game was, I don't know, more Yu-Gi-Oh-ish, but you still evolved them. Actually, I would equate the second game more to Pokemon, the way that it was, because there was more to it. It was also, I think, my favorite version of it. All right, we got an Angemon and Tanamon as our rares. And, excuse me. The second game, I think, also lasted the longest. The third one, I can barely even find cards online. I don't think it lasted very long. And I believe it had to do with, like, Season 6 Digimon. So there was, like, a digital fuser or whatever type of item as their Digivice. And it was just totally different. Elecmon, one of my favorite guys from the original show. Sukemon, Blade of Truth, Garurumon, Dimension Scissor, Florizamon, Kyarumon, Growlmon, Breakdramon. Looks like we got Mimi and Puppetmon, one of the Dark Masters, front and center. So looking at that, yeah, this has got to be a super rare because it's an SR, and all these little gold bordered characters are all just a regular R. So must be the difference between rare and super rare. Just once for me. This is back of the box. Yeah, because that doesn't look like that would be a secret rare. A secret rare, I think, would have to be a little more done up. Kakuamon, pretty cool. Wizardmon. Kudamon, Guardramon. So, a lot of cool stuff. Obviously, we got some cool foil thing going on back here. Darkmon, I don't think I've ever heard of that one. Metaletamon, awesome. Venomiotismon, very cool. There's Wargreymon, so again, got to do the thing. Make everybody a little more pleased with the way that I open stuff. And again, they're right. I mean, I could end up potentially ruining like a $50 card if I don't know what I'm looking at. I do look forward to playing this game casually at least. If we get to have some tournaments, I may actually end up entering, but again, I'm not terribly sure how that's going to end up going. Little Digi-Egg character. There's Sora, so I guess that's what they mean by the alternated art. It's just going to be like a different type of foil, and the background's different. We got her crest of love right there, and of course, instead of like little bubbles, we get a cool star pattern in the box promo, which is cool. And there's a Tai Kamiya, so that's cool. Of course, you know, I'm not above begging. If anybody wanted to send me some Digimon cards, of course I would accept them. And if you guys wanted to, we could probably work out some trades for some Yu-Gi-Oh stuff or other games that I play. Looks like we get another crazy cool foil coming up. We've got Digimon. There's a nice Wergarurumon with his little brass knuckles. Spider Shooter. We got Patamon. We got Rosemon. So Rosemon was, and I believe this was for Digimon Tri at least. I believe this was Palmon's actual mega form for the Digidestined. Which is one thing that got me confused with the Casitas Blue deck. Was instead of having, I believe his name was, it was either Volcamon or Vicamon. They put in Plesiomon to sort of stand in as Ikakumon or Gomamon's final evolution, which was a little weird. Dark Tyrannomon, Andromon, Pixiemon, great character from the original series. And obviously we're going back to like what we had with the original stuff. That's a nice full art. Kari and Ikakumon. But I do remember that the first two Digimon games had multiple versions of the same character. Now, the first game wasn't as often with the Digibattle card game, but it was the Digimon CCG, the second one that actually had that. And that's where things kind of got crazy and started taking off as far as it was played. Slash Angemon, cool looking Mega right there. That felt thicker, that felt like 2. Groundgemon, we got a Skullgreymon and Cupamon. And for that to be a rare Digi-Egg, that's kind of cool. This one feels thick. This feels like rare Metal Garurumon. Or, you know, give me All Force Vidramon. Give me my favorite, absolute favorite character in all of Digimon continuity. Is it a foil? No. It's going to be the Infinity Cannon and Chimeramon, which is still cool. Let's see who else we got. Guillemon, Metal Greymon, Numamon, the Booger Monster, Volcanic Dramon, Myotismon. And this is one of those few games where, like, I actually want the cards that are the heroes. I always used to love playing as the villains. So, like, during a lot of, like, the Dragon Ball Z games, I would love playing, like, Cell and Frieza. Because they were just more fun to play with. Even in the newest Dragon Ball Super game, in the early section of that game, before it got real hyper and fast, I was playing Metacooler. High-Tech Andromon, that's awesome. Tai. And Lilithmon, one of the 7 demons of the digital world. So that's a pretty cool card too. And of course, as all pretty cool cards deserve, gets itself a nice sleeve. I'm gonna move all the common and commons up. Looks like I got 5 more there. Yeah, we're getting there. Oh my goodness, Jogamon, the potato Digimon, even though he like looks like a clump of rocks. He used to be one of my favorites because, again, the original Digimon card game, they actually used to list their actual attacks from the show as their effects. So we got Tyrannomon and Gabumon. And, again, I always thought that was pretty cool. And I just like anybody who attacks with a mashed potato. That's Ogremon, yes. Toyagumon. Devimon. Again, Cherry. Got Yokomon in the Flower Cannon, so kind of a themed rarity there. Because I believe that was Lilymon. Or at least Lilymon's attack. Wegarurumon, awesome. Caesarmon, that's pretty cool. Leomon, definitely a great character. Always loved him. We got TK and we got Infamon, which is kind of cool. Wasn't so big on the villains from the original Digimon movie. I don't know. They just seem to lack any. Well, okay. Well, I accidentally went all the way to the end, but we'll go ahead and grab Rust Tyrannomon. Grab him a sleeve, being that he's a super rare. So that's Digimon's version of Mechagodzilla, looking pretty tough if you ask me. We got Pumpkinmon, regular Tyrannomon. I'm noticing, looking at these cards, because again, I don't know how to play yet. I'm noticing that there doesn't seem to be any true Digivolution paths that we have to follow. And more or less that they have play costs and colors that they themselves. Wow, okay, Metal Seadramon. I'm sorry, I'll get back to that thought. This was one of my two favorites of the Dark Masters. And if I'm not mistaken, one of the two that I have in the original trading card game, because the first set, and I have a playset of everything from the first set, still like mint, near mint, and yeah, I believe it was him and Piedmon were the only two that were actually available. But that said, like, the old path was like you played Betamon or Shakamon, and then it went to like Seadramon to Giga Seadramon to to Metal Seadramon. That would be up to Ultimate to Mega. And I'm not seeing that on these, and I'm seeing that for the most part the Megas are having more of a full art, and everybody below them has like these like little inherited traits or inherited effects. And I'm guessing that that's going to have a huge to-do with the actual gameplay. Again, I'd love to learn if anybody has the time. I'm obviously going to read a rule book here eventually. But I just love opening these and just collecting them too. Like, I don't actually have to play this to enjoy it. I don't even know who that is. Cerberus and Raremon. Okay, he was pretty disgusting in the show. So again, if everybody's okay, I mean, I may do openings that are just not Yu-Gi-Oh! Every now and again, and Digimon might be my go-to side choice, just because I love the look of the characters, and I've been into this since I was in school. I don't even know who Taiga is, but I'll look him up later too. Holy crap. Okay, so SEC must stand for Secret Rare. And that's where my boy Vidramon is in this game. The original card game, he was in Set 2, or Expansion 2, and they only let him go up to Aereo Vidramon. In the second game, I have him as a Royal Knight, all the way up to All Force. If you guys want, I'll show that in a later video. But that SEC, that must be what they mean when they're talking about that secret rare. And so far, that's pretty cool. So there's only like one of 3 secret rares, and obviously you get like 1 per box. And I've got 5 boosters left here. So That's not terrible, but it's terrible if like that's all you wanted to play. I'm assuming his price has got to be a little crazy. I didn't mean to do that again, but all right, Piedmon. Literally one of my favorite characters. Again, like I just said, of the Dark Masters, this one is my favorite. And I used to play to him in the original trading card game as well. But that was back when a playset was a single copy of a card, so I would not mind having more copies of him. It doesn't seem like you get a double super rare pack either. You're either getting double regulars or you're getting regular plus one better. So I don't mind that. But it'd be nice to see like one pack come out with like 2 supers. Or, you know, not that you should give 2 secrets in a pack, but I mean, I get it. Trying to be as careful with these as possible. These boosters, I don't know where they make them, but they are legit. Saber Leomon. And this guy was pretty amazing in the first game. He was actually one of the 3 megas that you actually got as a card with the starter deck. And here he is as just an uncommon. So again, if you just really enjoyed him, you could just play him. We got the Trump Sword option as well as the Matashita again. 3 to go. You guys could tell me whether or not I made back my value in this box. As expensive as the box was, I doubt it. And that's one of the things that's probably going to keep me from doing this game as a competitive deal. Because I just don't have that much money to just keep throwing. And, right, you get 2 secrets in a box. So here's Lilymon. And let's just one-hand this real quick. So that is the virus version of Wargreymon. Let's go ahead and get that checklist card out of there. And so, yeah, there's another secret rare. That's pretty cool. I don't even know why I flicked the cards like that. That was wrong, and I apologize. So it's almost like Yu-Gi-Oh! Ratios, where you pretty much get 2 secret rares in a box. Okay, cool. So there's another super rare. Just kind of ruined the surprise for myself. Kudamon, Dark Tyrannomon, Andromon, Sukeimon, Kabuterimon, Ogremon, Sirenmon, Greymon, Birdramon, Caramon, Leopardmon, and if I'm not terribly mistaken on my lore, he is one of the Royal Knights. And I actually feel kind of foolish now that I said that, guys. Because I just noticed part of how to read these, at least for the megas, is they're going to go like mega, what their, data virus vaccine. And this one is Holy Warrior / Royal Knight. So, yes, I guess I did remember that quite well. But that's cool. Last one, my friends. And back to more Yu-Gi-Oh! Content after that. Atomic Ray, Kakatorimon, Impmon, Garurumon, Monodramon, Forbidden Temptation, Liamon, Darkness Claw, Tenamon, Mega Kabuterimon, the Shield of Just, or the Shield of the Just Gallantmon, and Mistymon, looking like a pretty sick magical warrior right there. So, that was a box of the Digimon card game release special booster version 1.0. Underneath all this mess, we got the alternated Sora Takanuchi, sorry. So that's cool. We got the Garurumon and Garurumon promo cards, which was pretty sick. And for our super rares and better, we did get Leopardmon. We got the Metal Greymon, the Virus Ultimate version. We got Piedmon, so I'm pretty excited to have that in my collection of cards. Got Vidramon as the other secret. I'm loving that shatter, the gold shatter that he's got going on. He's always been one of my favorite cards. Rust Tyrannomon, looking like a very, very tough Mecha Godzilla. We do have Lilithmon, again, one of the seven... seven great demon lords. And then you've got Rosemon, like I said. We got War Greymon. And of course, we got like the head of the Royal Knights, Omnimon. And I think that's only half true. I think Alphamon is actually the head of them. But he sort of works from the shadows, according to the lore of the game and the series. So, very cool box. You guys let me know, did I make my value? And do you guys want to see more of this from time to time? And what's the best way for me to go about learning? Does anybody have like a recommendation? Is there a good YouTuber out there for this? And of course, if you guys want to give me some Digimon cards, that'd be cool too. I'm not going to argue. I'm just joking, unless of course you're not. But I kid. I'll see you guys next time with some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Footage, of course. I believe that we'll be going ahead and... I don't remember which deck we had next. I think it's the rebuild of the structure deck, the Freezing Chains, because Duelist has just come back from the limitation of 1 back to a full 3, and I got a kind of a cool tech that I want to try out and show off, and I really hope that you guys enjoy that. So if you watched this the whole way, thanks. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you next time.